today's tutorial we are going to be looking at how to remove backgrounds from images. So the first thing that you're going to do today is to select your 3 images, one for each task. Now just like last time, your first image, it's really helpful if you have a very plain background and a really clear edge to the thing that you want to have left in the centre of your image. So I've chosen this animated character with really clear black lines around the edge of them. So if you could choose something very similar, maybe an animated character to use for this first one. The second picture for task 2 needs to be a person in the middle of scenery, and it can be whatever scenery you would like. Again, it's helpful if the person is really clear on there. However, not so much of a big deal on this one because we're going to use some different tools to try and make it as easy as possible to remove the background. And the final one for task 3, choose an animal that has fur, because I'm going to show you how to make sure that it still looks like they're furry even though you've taken away the background, which can be quite tricky. So stop the video now and pick your 3 pictures. Okay, so let's get on with the first one. Task 1, we're going to use the magic wand tool. Now today we're going to use a different method in PowerPoint of setting up our canvases. You're going to copy the image that you've already put excuse me, on the task 1 page. So I'm just copying it, and then I'm going to go into PowerPoint, Photoshop. Here it is, and I'm going to create my new canvas. You can always go File, New as well. Now what we're going to use is the clipboard. The clipboard is a little list that runs in the background of your computer that has all the things that you've copied on ready to be pasted. So on our clipboard at the minute is our picture of Minnie Mouse. So what it's going to do is set up a canvas the exact size that we need to paste that image on. So I'm going to click clipboard and press create. And you might remember that's the size of the image we're going to use. And Control V for paste. There we go, and it's the exact size that we want. Okay, so we're going to be using the magic wand tool for this one. So if you look down the edge at your toolbar, it's the 4th one down. And you might need to hold down and select and go and find it, but it's the one with a wand. And with the magic wand tool, it's as simple as clicking on the background, and it's very clever. It picks out what it thinks is all the same colour to take out of your document. So if I click here, it's worked out that this is all the similar pinky colour. However, it's not selecting enough. It's not selecting all of the pink that I want it to. So I'm going to go up to here and change the tolerance. If you increase the tolerance, it's going to select more, and if you decrease the tolerance, it's going to select less. So let's try 50. And you can see it's taken much more, but not all of it that I want it to take. So let's increase it a bit more to 70. Okay, so that's perfect. It's gone right to the edge of my Minnie Mouse character, and it's also left the little heart there. So just keep changing the tolerance until you manage to select everything you want, and then just press delete on your keyboard and it will get rid of that background for you. Oh, what we forgot to do was oh no, we've already done that, ignore me. Okay, so now we've got our final product. Now you've got this kind of flashing line at the edge, and what we want to do is deselect that. So Control and D. And that means that that's not going to be there anymore. Remember, if at any point you have any issues and you want to undo, the history button is in the top corner. Okay, so now we've got our picture. We want to put it into PowerPoint. This time I'm going to show you how to do it properly. So we're going to go to File. No, we're not. We're going to go to Image. No, Layers. Okay, we're going to go to Layers. And then right at the bottom of Layers, you've got one that says Flatten Image. And what that does is it merges our background to our foreground. So we're going to press flatten image. And you can see now, instead of having a background and a layer 1, we've just got one layer. Then we're going to go to File. We're going to export and use the top one, export as a PNG. We're going to save it somewhere sensible, so I'm going to go in my documents and save it in pictures so that I can use it again. Just going to make a Key Stage 3 folder, Mini 1, and press save. And now if we go back to PowerPoint, we can insert our picture. So go to insert along the top. I think yours will look slightly different to mine, but I'm pretty sure it's still insert, still pictures, and then mine's automatically gone to my pictures, but you might have to go down the side and go to your documents. And there's my mini with no background. As usual, this time I'm not going to give you the keywords. I want you to try and work them out yourself. So write in your keywords. So think about all the words that I've said, haven't explained that, and describe what you have created. Okay, next one, we're going to use the quick selection tool. So just like before, we're going to copy our picture, Control C. We're going to go to Photoshop. We're going to go File and New. We're going to use the clipboard, press Create, and then press Control V, and it will paste our image. Now for this one, I want to zoom in a bit, and to zoom in, you need to hold Control down, and then use the plus and minus keys next to the backspace. So if we go in, there we go. Okay, now with this tool, it's going to select it for us very similarly to our Magic Wand tool, but with a slight twist to make it a bit easier if things don't go quite as well as we'd hoped. So to do this one, it's the same as before. We still go to the fourth option down, but this time we're going to select the quick selection tool, and we're going to use the select subject item at the top, the tool at the top, select subject. And if you click that, it should, in theory, it might take a second, select your shape from the middle. Now, with any of these, it's not always perfect. So this is where we're able to change it a bit. Unlike the Magic Wand tool, we can go in and make any changes if it hasn't quite done it properly. So to do that, we need to use these tools at the top. The plus paintbrush tool, the minus paintbrush tool, and this one that changes the size. So the first thing I've noticed is that Minnie's ear on this side hasn't been selected properly. So I'm going to zoom in, Control plus, and I'm going to move up till I can see it a bit closer. Okay, so I'm going to click on here and select her ear, and you can see now it's gone to the edge. But as I move up, I can see that it's selected some of these window or rings. Now, so I need to do the opposite now. I need to use the minus paintbrush, and I need to deselect. Now this, my brush is really, really big, so I'm just going to make it a bit smaller by clicking on this little drop down arrow and then moving the sliding bar across. That's a bit better. So now I've got a bit more control over what I'm selecting. Down here as well, hadn't quite worked. We haven't got Minnie's arm or cuff here. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. We need to use plus. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, you might spend a bit more time doing this and making sure it's absolutely perfect. And obviously you can make your brush as small or as big as you need to. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Now, we've kind of done the opposite to using the Magic Wand tool. We've selected what we want to keep rather than what we want to delete. So what we need to do is copy Minnie onto a new layer and delete the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to press Control C, which is copy. Then we're going to go over here, right click and press New Layer. Sorry, wrong place. We need to be over at this toolbar at the top, Layer, and then New Layer. Okay, Layer 2 is fine for this one, just press OK. We're going to make sure we've clicked on Layer 2 and press Control V. Now it looks like nothing's happened, but if you have a look at the little thumbnail picture, you'll see that Mini is now on Layer 2, and the background is on Layer 1. So we can now delete Layer 1, so make sure it's selected and press Delete on your keyboard. And there we go, there's Mini. Now if I had a bit more time, I would spend some time making sure that this part is correct. So it's not perfect, but you might spend a bit more time doing it. And we're going to do the same again. We're going to go to File. We're going to go to Layer. We're going to flatten our image so it's all in one. We're going to go to File, Export, Quick Export, and I'm going to save it in my pictures. I'm going to call this one Mini 2 and go into my PowerPoint, insert picture, Mini 2, and there she is. Okay, final one. We're going to use the eraser tool. So this time I've got my furry animal. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go into Photoshop, same again, File, New. I've made sure I've copied first because I want to use the clipboard. Press Create and Control V to paste. And here's my mouse. Zoom in a bit. I just want to come off my old quick selection tool. If you're ever on a tool and you can't get rid of it, it's that top item that helps you with that. So Control plus to zoom in. Okay, the eraser tool is about halfway down. We want to use eraser tool here. Now the best thing to do actually before we get started is to delete anything that we in like big chunks. So we're going to use the rectangular marquee tool, that's the second one down, and just delete any really big areas. So you highlight them, press delete on your keyboard. Highlight, press delete on your keyboard, and anything that's quite a big area that you just want to get rid of, you could use that to help you. Okay, so got rid of some of those big areas so that I don't have to be worrying about those as we do the next part. There we go. Okay, remember, Control D is deselect if you don't want the dotted lines anymore. Okay, so now I'm ready to go in with my eraser tool. So it's this one here. And you'll notice that I've got, again, a kind of paintbrush tool that selects an area. And the thing that we want to keep changing is, again, the drop down arrow and the hardiness and the size. The hardiness is how smooth the line is. So at the minute, these edges are really, really strong. However, when we go in with this tool, it makes it quite soft and stops it from being so harsh when we're deleting things. Control Z is going to be really important with this because Control Z just undoes one step. So you can do a bit, see if you think it's okay, and press undo if you're not sure. Also, zooming in is going to be really helpful too. So you're going to go in and you can change how big your brush is. So I'm going to make mine much smaller. I'm going to actually increase my hardiness just a bit. Here we go. And I can go in and I can go round the edge of my object, my little mouse. Now the great thing with this is that it just means that it's not going to look so harsh. The edges are going to be quite smooth and it's not going to be so obvious that we've had to take this off a green background and put it on something else. Again, just to get right in this corner, I need to make my brush size much smaller just to get in between his ears or her ears. And when you're happy with it, this is going to take you maybe a bit longer than any of the others. But when you're happy with it and you zoom out, you'll notice it just looks much cleaner. Okay, so once you're completely happy with that, again, same process. We're going to go to Layer. We're going to go to Flatten Image. Once we're happy, yours will look much better than mine. Going to go to File. We're going to export and save it as a PNG. I'm going to quickly save it in my documents again, under my pictures. And then I'm going to go onto my PowerPoint and I'm going to insert it again, insert picture and my final Minnie Mouse. And then you can just do your final descriptions and add your keywords and then you're all done. Make sure you hand it in.